Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The Curse of Oak Island team is visited by Nova Scotia's top politician, and the drill finally digs into the money pit. This week on The Curse of Oak Island, the giant oscillator drill finally began turning at the money pit, and the team started making friends in high places after a visit by Nova Scotia's top politician, Premier Tim Houston. After weeks of hearing about preparations for the big dig, drilling finally began on last night's episode. However, we had to wait until the last few minutes of the show before the giant oscillator finally began turning. Unfortunately, we will all have to wait at least another week before anything is revealed. Marty Lagina assembled all the troops at the money pit and gave another one of his trademark emotional speeches. He thanked the guys for all their hard work and reminded them that they were part of something special. The first 10-foot caisson to be driven into the ground was christened the Fellowship 1, or TF1 for short, and each member of the team signed the can, and some added a personal message such as, "To all who were here, and digging for answers, and for my brothers." Once this pageantry had come to an end, the honor of switching on the oscillator drill fell to Marty. Drill began turning just before the end credits started to roll. Those folks who feel a little impatient with the progress so far should bear in mind that the new grab hammer will be able to pull up a whopping 11,000 lobs of earth per scoop. If there is treasure down there, they should get to it very quickly. Nova Scotia leader Tim Houston paid a visit to Oak Island. In the meantime, Billy Gerhardt showed he's not only a wizard with a digger, but he's also a shrewd political networker. He managed to arrange a visit to the island of Nova Scotia's newly elected Premier, Tim Houston. The position of Premier is equivalent to a state governor in the US, so this is a man with a fair bit of clout, and definitely someone the guys would like on their side. Marty and Rick saw this as the perfect opportunity to show the Premier what they've achieved on the island and what they are hoping to achieve. They explained how Nova Scotia's Department of Communities, Culture and Heritage, CCH, had limited their access to parts of the swamp after finding First Nation pottery. The brothers tried to explain the importance of their work on Oak Island to the Premier and stressed their frustration at being hampered by various government agencies. The Lagina brothers seemed reasonably impressed with Houston, who definitely came across as sympathetic to the cause. He kept stressing the need for common sense to prevail and suggested a coming together of people and organizations to discuss a way forward with the current impasse at the swamp. Oak Island team needs friends in high places to move forward. If all goes well, this could be great news for the future, as it's always good to have friends in high places to help smooth out any obstacles that could be encountered along the way. The guys are terrified the CCH will someday try to shut down their work at the money pit, but having Premier Houston as a friend and ally might help prevent that. The Curse of Oak Island has captivated audiences for years with its blend of history, mystery, and the relentless pursuit of a long-buried treasure. As the team assembled on that brisk autumn morning, the atmosphere buzzed with anticipation. Today was no ordinary day. Today, the hunt for the elusive money pit treasure would converge with a visit from Nova Scotia's top politician, adding a layer of gravitas and excitement to the ongoing adventure. Island, shrouded in early morning mist, looked like a scene from a bygone era. Whispered ancient secrets as the sun slowly crept over the horizon. Rick and Marty Lagina, the steadfast leaders of the Oak Island team, were already deep in conversation with their trusted geologist, Dr. Ian Spooner. They pored over the latest data, their faces etched with a mixture of hope and skepticism. At the center of their attention was the towering drilling rig, poised like a giant sentinel over the island's legendary money pit. For years, the money pit had been the focal point of countless excavations, theories, and dashed hopes, but today felt different. Today, the team was armed with new technology, refined data, and an unwavering determination. As the team prepared for the day's work, the sound of an approaching helicopter broke through the morning stillness. All eyes turned skyward as the helicopter descended, its rotors chopping through the air. The arrival of Nova Scotia's top politician, Premier Fiona McAllister, was a significant event. Her presence symbolized the province's support for the treasure hunt and the historical significance of Oak Island. The helicopter touched down gracefully on a clearing, and Premier McAllister emerged, flanked by her aides. She was a striking figure, her demeanor confident and her eyes sparkling with curiosity. The Lagina brothers stepped forward to greet her, their hands extended in welcome. "Premier McAllister, welcome to Oak Island," Rick said, his voice filled with genuine warmth. "Thank you, Rick, Marty. It's an honor to be here," she replied, shaking their hands firmly. "I've been following your journey with great interest. The history and mystery of this island are truly fascinating." As they walked towards the drilling site, Premier McAllister asked insightful questions about the team's latest findings and the challenges they have faced. Her interest was not merely political, it was personal. She, like many others, was captivated by the lore of Oak Island. The team gathered around the drilling rig where the colossal machinery stood ready to delve into the depths of the money pit. Jack Begley, Charles Barkhouse, and Craig Tester, seasoned members of the team, joined the group, each carrying a mix of excitement and caution. The drill, a behemoth of modern engineering, was their latest hope in uncovering the treasure that had eluded so many before them. Rick addressed the team, his voice steady and resolute. "Today we stand on the cusp of history. We've poured years of our lives into this quest, and we've come so far. Let's give it everything we've got." With a nod from Marty, the drilling operation commenced. The mechanical giant roared to life, its drill bit biting into the earth with relentless power. Kane watched intently, their hearts pounding in unison with the rhythmic thud of the machinery. Premier McAllister stood beside Rick, her gaze fixed on the drilling rig. "This island holds so many secrets," she mused. "Whatever you find today, know that the people of Nova Scotia are behind you." As the drill descended deeper into the money pit, the team's anticipation grew. Hours passed, marked by the steady progress of the drilling. The operation was methodical, each step carefully monitored and recorded. Dr. Spooner and his team of experts analyzed soil samples, searching for any clue that might hint at the treasure below. Then it happened. The drill hit something solid. The sudden resistance sent a shiver of excitement through the team. Marty's voice crackled over the radio. "We've hit something. Lower the sonar." The sonar images began to materialize, revealing a structure buried deep within the earth. The outlines of what appeared to be man-made objects sent a wave of exhilaration through the team. Could this be it? The legendary vault held the treasure of Oak Island. The drill continued its work, carefully extracting core samples. Each layer brought new revelations, traces of wood, fragments of metal, and other anomalies that hinted at human activity. The atmosphere was electric, a blend of scientific inquiry and raw emotion. Premier McAllister watched with bated breath, her own excitement mirrored by the team. The hours stretched into the afternoon as the drill pressed deeper, unveiling more of the hidden structure. Finally, the moment of truth arrived. The core samples were brought to the surface and the team gathered around to examine the findings. There, embedded in the layers of soil and rock, were unmistakable signs of a constructed chamber. The wood bore marks of ancient tools, and the fragments of metal suggested something far more valuable. The air was thick with tension as the realization dawned. This could be the breakthrough they had all been waiting for. Rick turned to Premier McAllister, his eyes shining with emotion. "We may have just found the entrance to the money pit's vault." She smiled, her own excitement barely contained. "This is a monumental discovery. You've not only made history but also rekindled the spirit of adventure and exploration in all of us." As the sun set over Oak Island, the team stood united in their triumph. The journey was far from over, but today they had taken a giant leap towards unraveling the island's greatest mystery. The legend of the money pit was no longer just a story. It was a tangible reality, and they were on the verge of unlocking its secrets. The curse of Oak Island had taken a dramatic turn, and the world watched with bated breath, eager to see what the next chapter would reveal.